What's up, guys? You're joining us here at Hard Mode Gamers on another Let's Discuss. So make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment below. And today we're going to get into... Oh, I said we. I didn't even introduce who's here. It's Senor Chat and Super Vega hanging out. And we're going to be talking about evil that is within the evil within.
So is it another evil that is also within? Evil within TOO? Or is it, no, yeah. I'm evil within. I'm evil within too.
No, it's evil within the evil.
Oh.
Yeah.
Two.
Two.
How is it?
Awful.
Awful. Goodness.
So, Evil Within 2 is not an awful game. I can take that back. It's a bad game. It didn't deliver what it promised to deliver. Horror, right? Like, there were no moments when playing this game where I genuinely felt afraid. And
were you playing it during daytime?
I played it in the early morning, the nighttime. Actually, a couple of days ago, I just couldn't sleep, and I was like, you know what? Let's give Evil Within 2 another try, because I feel like I can get something out of this.
Did you fall asleep while you played Evil Within 2?
I did.
Holy!
It was too easy to fall asleep.
That is not the best endorsement.
No, not for a horror game. Not for a horror game.
This game is
like horror games are not allowed to fail in that capacity.
That is a large capacity to fail.
And that's the sad part, because I feel like the game had so much potential, right? Especially coming off of Evil Within 1, where like Evil Within 1, it suffered the same fate that like most new franchises suffer, right? Like, this is a brand new IP, not really sure where we're going with it. We're trying some crazy stuff out, and we hope it works. And Evil Within 1 like delivered on a lot of the stuff that they tried out. It still had a really weird sci-fi horror convoluted story, but the story, it did a better job of pulling you in. It did a better job of telling you this story, right? And it was directed by Shinji Mikami. Evil Within 2 does not share the director of the Resident Evil franchise.
I didn't even know Evil Within was not Shinji Mikami.
It is not. So I feel like that is where a lot of the issue stems from.
That's like mistakes 1 through 10.
Right. That is where the issue primarily stems from, because it's like, how do you, like, this game lacks horror. Like, who put this out? It's a really good action game, but that's not what I went into it expecting.
Oh man, there's a lot of horror games where that happens too, where they make another one, it's like, you forgot the horror part.
Yeah.
Like Fear 3 and...
Dead Space 2.
Dead Space 3.
Dead Space 3.
A lot of the horror movie 3s, I think maybe Evil Within 2 just got stale too early.
Quick. Yeah, it got stale quick. And I also feel like not that they rushed the game, but it wasn't fully complete. Like, the story doesn't feel like it was fleshed out. And like I said...
Do you feel like they tried to can it before it was finished to save for the sequel, maybe?
I don't know, because it feels like a rehash of the first story. Ultimately, that's what it feels like.
So what does happen in Evil Within 2? So what are you doing?
So in Evil Within 2, you are asked to return to the. It's tough to explain it without giving off spoilers, because like, even for Evil Within 1, like, Evil Within 2 is so heavily tied to the first one that there's tons of spoilers just in the opening sequence. So
Evil Within 1's pretty far back though, right?
Yeah, I guess
2 or 3 years. Only the facts.
2 years. 3 years. 3 years. 2014.
Only the facts, guys.
So I guess so you play as Detective Castellano, who lost his daughter in a freak fire, and then it turns out that it wasn't actually a freak fire. It was an organization that like was targeting his daughter because she was a good genetic mold for this science experiment they're working on, and all of this stuff is happening. So Evil Within 2 drops you in after you dealt with all of that and brought it all down. Turns out this organization actually had a secret second organization doing the same thing, and this time they actually used your daughter.
So the secret organization had a secret organization. That is like bordering on Spectre levels of stupid. Did you see James Bond Spectre?
No, I did not.
Okay, it was that stupid as you just said.
So that's what I felt like, right? So then I was like, you know what? Maybe like the voice acting is what makes this story unbearable.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's just a combination of all things going wrong, and the biggest area where I feel like they dropped the ball was in audio. Like, you can't sound design.
About this.
You can't do sound design for a horror game without creating an ambient horror. And I never at first I was like, oh man, I'm just playing through TV speakers, so maybe I'm just not catching it. So I was like, you know what? that's it. Time to whip out the old dusty surround sound. It's actually not old and dusty. It's new and dusty. I just haven't had a chance to really set it up tonight to how I want it. But anyway, it's really, it was sad. It was sad because I never felt my heart race.
Were there audio glitches, or were there bits that...
There weren't audio glitches. There just wasn't enough audio, period. Like this,
very dry.
You're in this abandoned town called Union, and like there's nothing that makes you feel like, oh man, like I need to get the hell out of the grass, like other than like the gurgling noises of the enemy monsters and stuff, like. But they just never resonated in any way, and a lot of the times that you spend indoors, you spend like in very similar looking environments. So just overall, there was just a lot of dropped balls.
Dropped balls.
Pause.
Oh my god, I died again.
Just a ton of drop balls everywhere. They're just putting balls up all over the place.
Someone revive chat. Okay, I'm back.
So that's the story. Graphics, this is the very first time, okay, because I'm not a graphics frame rate nerd by any means. This game had dropped frame rate.
Oh no.
Like, I noticed it, so you know it was bad. It was so uncomfortable to, like, try to get through the shenaniganery that was the drop frames, and I now understand why people who can, like, see frames like that and, like, are tied to that can be so angry.
Now you know the joys of if you ever got a PC. And you get that drop frame rate. I mean, I deal with it all the times because I cheap out on my computer rigs, but for normal PC gamers who do it right, it's a big pain.
Exactly. It's a huge pain. And it was frustrating because there were moments where I thought I was gonna get a nice shot going, and then boom boom, frame rate drop, and now all of a sudden, like, my character is like 20 feet from where I was, and I'm getting beaten up by some monster, and apparently I fired off a shot and I wasn't using the silencer.
Nothing is more frustrating than you failing at a game in a way that's not your fault.
Yeah. Now, it's still a fun game in the sense that I get to blow shit up. And, like, when I say blow shit up, I mean, like, blow heads off of things. Because there's not really a lot of explosions. But, like, blowing the faces off of things is always fun. So I guess, like, it's still a fun game overall.
What are you looking to rate it?
I just finished up the review, and I thought it was going to be around a 7, 8. But no, it's definitely falling in at like a 5. I'm gonna say a strong 5, maybe 6 if like Chet reads it and is like, maybe you were being too hard here. But definitely no higher than a 6.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're that thrilled.
Not at all. Even talking about it makes me sad because it was one of those games that I was kind of looking forward to because I like horror games, right? So like I didn't get to play Resident Evil 7 yet. I'm going to once I get that PSVR. But like. That's his problem. There are better horror games to skip this one.
Alright.
That came out this year.
Yeah, actually there were a lot.
Yeah. And even if there weren't, if you have a PS4...
there's a lot of psychological thriller games this year.
Yeah. And there's, what's it called? Amnesia. The Amnesia collection is coming to PS4.
Really?
So... let's just kick back, play Amnesia.
Those guys certainly know how to...
They know how to make you shit your pants. We're gonna have to put a parental advisory label on this one.
Yo, so tell us if you think we're wrong. Like, tell us, write down. It's like,
come at me, bro.
Come at us. But otherwise, what was your favorite horror game this year? Because I don't think there's any coming after this one.
No, well, the Amnesia collection is coming.
Yeah, new ones, I mean.
New, no.
Nah.
Nothing major. Not for the time being.
Best horror game of the year?
Who's it going to? Around the corner.
Can I give it to Get Even? I probably can't, can I? I mean, it's a psychological
thriller. It's more
thriller,
of a psychological
thriller. It occasionally pretends to be a horror game for a few seconds.
Was it scary? Because, like, by the same boat, I feel like Phantom Pain did
It was scary once. And yes, Phantom Pain was terrifying.
Yeah, so, like, do we give that a horror fudge? I don't know. Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for listening, and as always, like and subscribe for more Let's Discuss.
And you've heard it here first. Metal Gear Solid 5, most terrifying game of last year. Or year before that, whatever it was.
Whatever.
See you guys.
Peace!